This is Mary the Sheep. She's a character from a children's book based on a real story that happened in the reconstruction after the 2010 earthquake in Chile. And she tells us and introduces kids with the importance of working together. And after Mary the Sheep lost her house, a lot of her friends, especially, they came with ideas and with the best solution for her, what they thought. Mary, after a while, she moved. She was never living in the house because they didn't tackle the real needs. They didn't understand what the sheep was doing every day. So the house the door was too small, the mud bed was not correct for her, not adequate. And that, this tale, as I said, based on a real case, illustrates something that frequently happens to us as researchers and designers. And it reminds us the challenges of putting ourselves in the shoes of the others, meaning the families or the organizations or the governments. But it's very difficult coming myself from the academic side because research is driven by exchange of ideas, generation of knowledge, innovative solutions, among others, and not always share the timelines that are being done in the reconstruction, emergency, and recovery, and it's very difficult for us. And also another barrier is like the language, and we create this barrier between the researchers and the users, and understanding of simple concepts can be very different, and also doing research and coming with projects. And this doesn't help us to use the potential of research and outcomes. Finally, the opportunities of collaboration are also overlooked. And in my group of research, we think that a model of open exchange would benefit partnership with communities where you have some questions that are tackling or responding to real needs. So many good ideas, they don't get implemented due to lack of awareness, different objectives, restricted access to publications for non-academics. And at the same time, solutions are being developed without the community's involvement sometimes, or knowledge about these projects. And I'm going to show you some experience that we have working in collaboration, in this case with an NGO called Techo in Latin America. And they build transitional houses and permanent houses too in different parts of Latin America. And they use this very simple shelter as a development tool, and also for after disasters. And naively, we came with some ideas. What we're going to do with this NGO is to design, again, as a specialist, the perfect solution, a better and bigger house with innovative materials, a mix of materials in the panels, prefabricated, resistant to different hazards, maybe a bit of architectural blindness from our side. And finally, after face-to-face interviews and connections, fieldwork, we realized that what they needed is to have a specific type of shelters for different parts of the Latin America, let's say for the tropical areas to the desertic zone and the south of Latin America, which is very cold. Specifically in Brazil, we came with this, what they needed. It was like a smaller house, not a bigger house. They needed a smaller house with and we make this taller, smaller footprints, but taller house with a mezzanine. We built it in Cambridge, then we built it in Brazil with volunteers of the NGOs. We did some testing, made some changes. We built it again in Cambridge with some changes, more modular, more flexible. Again, doing some testing, always in collaboration with the NGO to finally work this house as a prototype for 15 houses, for 15 families. In the Philippines, there's something that you can't really. Well, in the Philippines, we came again. We wanted to work with this emergency in our group, and we came with some ideas. We're working in collaboration with different NGOs there. But what was needed, again, was not like the transitional perfect house. It was like something different. When we went to field, we realized that even to the way they are nailing is affecting the structure and the transitional or permanent house. Very simple things that can change the quality and the structural resistance. And we, what we are doing right now is doing something very simple, which is like doing some posters for the trainers and also for the families to build. And when I say very simple, it's very complicated for us, because being technicians try to explain in very simple words and in very simple drawings has been very difficult. And what we are trying to do is to make this connection, because we have been in this experience like several times iterative. And we want to make this connection between the researchers and what they are doing and the challenges that the organization have, this demand for research with different topics, and try to make this connection from the field to the research at the academia. So we have this, the outcome is an online platform which enables communities, organizations, and researchers to get in contact, in particular exchange knowledge and experiences to develop solutions to community challenges. And we call it a knowledge exchange platform, and where we have on the one side the needs, and then on the other side the researcher. And the idea is to have these like challenges that we have been doing, to accept this, make a collaboration, academic research, and finally the output will be implemented in order to have more collaboration and try to make this connection. And I want to finalize with the Merida ship. It's a happy ending. She came, her friends, they realized that what she needed was different, and she also came with an innovation, and she tried to use the wool in the walls to have the house warmer for the winter. And this children's tale reminds us the power of collaboration for getting better solutions, and acknowledgement to my friend Edmundo Brown for the Merida ship and Eco House Initiative and Refocus team. Thank you.